Hello everyone and welcome back. I'm going to be doing part 3 of the devotion that we've been working through this week. I'm talking about the woman with the issue of blood out of Mark chapter 5. I've talked about how this woman had become known for her issue. That's what she was known by, the woman with the issue of blood. And how we have allowed our past to define who we are in our present and in our future. And then yesterday I also said that this woman's issue disqualified her. Now, if you haven't already watched the prior devotions, please go back and do those so that everything kind of makes sense and comes together. But let's move on to part 3. So she was identified by her issue. She was disqualified by her issue, but I also believe that this woman was driven by her issue. The word says that she had tried everything, which tells me that she couldn't get it out of her mind. She was always thinking about her issue. Imagine every morning for 12 years, 4,380 days in her life, she woke up knowing that she had an issue, that she had a problem. Her issue consumed her daily thought life. It was all she could think about. She couldn't get it out of her mind. She certainly could not escape from it. So while others were relaxing and laughing and playing around, she had an issue. While other women were rocking their babies, she had an issue because remember, she couldn't rock her babies. While other women held their grandchildren, maybe held her grandchildren, she had an issue. While others talked about the weather, she had an issue. While others went shopping, she had an issue. While others did mundane daily tasks, she had an issue. Others are dancing and shouting and glorifying God, but you are carrying a load of baggage. Others are enjoying life, but you've got an issue. While others are having breakthroughs in life and around the altar, you are consumed with your baggage. And while others are fulfilling their destiny, all you can think about is your issue. It is on your mind when you wake up, and it is the last thing that goes through your mind before you go to sleep at night. 24/7, it is invading your thinking. It's like, how can I get out of this? How can I finally get free from this? You are driven by your issue, and it is time for some spring cleaning. It's time for a purge. And if we spend our time rehashing and replaying every scenario from our past where someone has hurt us, where they have abused us or disappointed us, if we're constantly thinking on those times that we failed, then we will never be able to walk freely into the future that God has for us, because He has a great plan. He wants the very best for you. Don't let your past, don't let your issues keep you back from what He has for you. It takes courage to simplify our life and to just let go of the weights that we have held on to for years. It may be bad relationships. It may be bad habits. It could be wrong thinking. It could be emotional baggage. Whatever it is, we need to get rid of it. We need to rid ourselves of it if we are going to have hands that are free to hold what God has planned for us in our present and in our future. I want to read out of Hebrews chapter 12, just verses 1 through 3. I'm going to be reading out of the Message version. And it says, "Do you see what this means? All these pioneers who blazed the way, all these veterans cheering us on. It means we better get on with it. It means we better get on with it. Strip down, start running, and never quit. No extra spiritual fat, no parasitic sins. Keep your eyes on Jesus, who both began and finished this race we're in. Study how He did it, because He never lost sight of where He was headed, that exhilarating finish in and with God. He could put up with anything along the way, cross, shame, whatever. And now He's there in the place of honor, right alongside God. When you find yourselves flagging in your faith, go over that story again, item by item. That long litany of hostility He plowed through, that will shoot adrenaline into your souls." So allow Jesus to be your inspiration. Study all of the things that He overcame and see that with His help, you can overcome too. But first, sometimes we got to strip down. We've got to let go of weights and of baggage. We just got to let them go. So something I want you to begin thinking about is, how will you begin the process of getting rid of the extra weights in your life? God bless until next time.